Hey, last Sunday of 2020. I don't know. Feels amazing. Oh gosh. I had so much prepared in my head. And you know what? I was gonna be like, yeah. But that's all like gone now. But no one can deny that 2020 is like going to be a memorable year. And for me, I can honestly say it was a good year. It was a good year. And looking back on it, it showed me how much in control I am. Happy Sunday. It showed me how much in control I actually am of my life and what happens in my life. And when I entered this year, it was mostly about things that I didn't want. I was sure of what I did not want. And I guess, like they say, 2020 vision, 2020 hindsight, it kind of 2020 put us there. It was either you were reflecting or you had a vision for your life, and you had the opportunity to sit and just look at how your life is your life what you want it to be, what is it that you can change. And as much as people freaked out and focused on the pandemic, 2020 gave each and every one of us an opportunity to live our best life. But that's the thing, each and every year we get the chance to live our best lives and we don't realize it because we're focusing so much on the work and the things that we need to attain for that year and the resolutions that we put but we never follow through with. And with the lockdown, people actually had that opportunity to work on their resolutions, and it was such an amazing thing, man. I mean, like, if people didn't live their best lives in 2020, that is an opportunity missed. Not that it's the end, because there's 2021 and we do not know what it holds. And I am grateful that I got the opportunity to reflect on my value system. I actually find out that I'm a very angry person. I'm a very angry person, and I'm very particular about what I want in my life. And for the longest time, I shied from that because people tend to think I'm a hostile person, but it's just I'm very particular. And for the longest time, I wasn't able to articulate it to people. But now that I've found ways of communicating and making sure that I maintain a safe space around my life and around what I want, then it's easily communicated to people that are seeing from afar. And going back on values, I also got a chance to learn that all this time I thought the values that I had, it's things that I believed in. And 2020 actually posed a question on those things and posed a lot of questions about how the things I believe in, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, what role does it play in my life? Is it the ideas that I have, are these my ideas, or is it because of education and seeing something so often that it becomes normal? And I practice a lot of social distancing, not with people, but with things that I know I didn't want in my life. I put them afar and focused on things that I wanted in my life. And I hope each and every one of us got that opportunity, because social distancing, it's something that we never really considered until there was a whole world lockdown, and we started seeing that the way we live actually affects the people we are. And we had to practice social distancing in the environment and also with us. And the highlight, I would say, for me was consciousness and self-awareness. And it played a vital role in the way I see things, and how deep I get to go in terms of taking care of myself, because it started with the way I eat, but then I saw there was a need in my mindset. I saw that there was a need in the way I live. I saw that there was a need in the people that I talk to and how I communicate with people. Hi, Jasmine. Thanks so much for coming on. And this is something that each and every one of us, I wish, gets a chance to do in their life. And as much as you might think it's selfish, it's a very much needed exercise. If you're practicing self-care, see how further you can take it, see how deep you can go, because it does remedy a lot of things that tend to be actual ailments in our lives, like chronic illnesses. And it starts with self-care, because once you eliminate the things that you do not need, it's you get to see a whole lot of things unfolding and things working for you, working in your favor, because your mind is focused on what you want and what you want to attain. And 2020 gave each and every one of us that opportunity. And some people didn't realize it and are slowly realizing and coming to terms with that you are in control of your life, that it is up to you. If you believe that life is unfair, your circumstances will always reflect that. If you believe you have the best life, every opportunity that you get is guaranteed to be the best ever. And the mindset of abundance is important. You don't have to have everything, but be open to the fact that you can attain everything if that's what you want. Be open to that. As much as you're getting, there's someone that is always deserving and is getting the same. Don't feel like when you're getting, someone else is not getting, or when you're not getting, someone else is getting the opportunity that you're supposed to get. It's not. There's a whole lot to go around. There's so much abundance in the world. Just look at how many people were able to be successful through the lockdown. Just look at how many people have been able to maneuver and provide. It's all in the mindset. It's about what you want to achieve. It's about being specific. Some people believe you have to pray for it. Some people believe you have to claim it. But the belief is there. And it's the exercise that we need to always have. Exercise your belief. Whether it is illogical to people around you, it doesn't matter. Exercise your belief. And also, 2020 reflected emphasized actually the importance of work. Anything and everything that you want in your life, you will have to work for. And the reason that you have to work for it, because it reflects how much value you have for what you are wanting to go after. And every time that you have to work for something, it is then that you get to decide, is this worth going through? Is this worth having? And that is why it's important to exercise the mindset, if I want it, I will have to work for it. That puts the value stamp in whatever you want to achieve, in whatever you want to attain. And my best thus far was learning about fear. Because for the longest time, I've been living my life in fear. Every decision that I thought I was making was in fear, and I thought it was something that I wanted. Not until I had to sit down and reflect and question, why am I living this way? And it resonated that it was fear. Fear of losing, fear of not being able to accomplish what I wanted. And it dictated a much larger chunk of my life than I thought. And it actually showed me the reason that I was mostly angry was because I was making decisions on fear, and when things didn't come or materialize the way I wanted to, it just frustrated me so much, and it made me a hostile person because I was moving through my life in fear, and as a result, I didn't think I had control of my life. And when I started questioning the whole aspect of fear and why is it that I'm so afraid, and also what is the use of fear in my life, then a whole lot of things started aligning, because now I know fear is for me to be alert. and be conscious how I treat people around me, and be conscious of how I attain the things I want to attain, because I do not want what I get to infringe on someone else's happiness. I do not want how I live to be painful for someone else, because that is also putting a whole different strain on what I want and how I go about achieving it. And 2020, guys, I'm speechless, because I feel I got to learn afresh how to live my life, because I thought I was living, but I was merely surviving, and I was literally living from hand to mouth. If I didn't work that for a month, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills or eat. That was my life before 2020, but I got to learn how to live my best life in this year. And one other thing that was a shock to my system was, growing up, and we went to school. Teachers always encourage you to answer a question even if you do not know. And I had to learn anew that it's okay to say you do not know, because once you accept that you do not know something, then your mind, your subconscious, and the universe align to open up so that you know what you're saying you do not know. And I have learned to not try and find answers, but accept that I do not know something. And if it's meant for me, it will come to me. I will know, I will attain that knowledge. And I am very grateful for the growth that I had this year. And I know I wanted a break from how I did things, and I got that break. I wanted growth. I didn't know what growth it was and how I would go about it, but I was certain that I want growth, and I've gotten that growth, and I am grateful, and I am happy, genuinely happy with how things are unfolding in my life. I hope each and every one of us, if they didn't go through that in 2020, they get the chance to actually live their best life and learn the value system of their own lives, because there's no recipe to life. Each and every one of us have a life that we live, and it's up to you to determine how you want to live that life. And if you are going to live by other people's value system, you will be frustrated, because at the core of you do not align with those values. I hope each and every one of us find the value system that govern their life and give them the best life possible. If you didn't get a chance to do it in 2020, there's still 2021, and there's still much more time than we think we have. And as long as we focus on us and being better versions of ourselves, opportunities will always arise that will afford us the growth that we need, that will afford us the abundance that is deserved by us. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week. And please live your best life. No one can tell you otherwise.